Hey guys, it's Jason the X from SCNS Live, another toy review for you. And we're getting through these Transformers Prime Beast Hunters Deluxe classes, and this is Starscream, looking very different than what Starscream looks like. I wasn't gonna get these guys, but you know, hey, kind of a sucker. Anyway, he's looking very different here in this jet form, but we'll get into that. First, let's go ahead and take a look at the packaging. He comes in, you got the Transformers Prime Beast Hunters Deluxe packaging, Prediking there, we've seen this. Clinching Thunder Talon. Clinching Thunder Talon. That kind of writes itself there. You got his tech specs here. Surprisingly, Starscream has a skill of 10. Yeah. I'm going to call shenanigans on that one. Take a look at the packaging here on the back. You got his bio, of course you got his fighter jet mode, which looks very insect-like. That huge weapon of his. And the rest. So yeah. Well, let's get right into it. So here's Starscream in his jet form. Oops. Sorry, had my camera all kind of messed up there. So yeah, you've got him in this jet form with a lot of yellow. And these colors are just kind of, I don't know, they're kind of strange. They're not very Starscream-like. He does have some nice missiles, though. And you got this big yellow fin here. I don't like all this printing that I've seen on a lot of these toys. Like that right there, You got the underside, and this is his weapon here that just pegs in. You got the two slots on what's going to be the arms right here. They correspond to two tabs. They correspond to two slots here. And the weapon, it has a peg. There's actually a hole up top, but you can't really get this in here without like kicking it off to the side or something, so that's out. It kind of works for back storage, but it's got like a little painted blade here that actually looks like it could turn. It doesn't. But basically it works, you just kind of pull these back and the claw clinches. The Thunder Talon clinches. And I guess like it can catch something, which is pretty brutal. It can catch something and then so yeah, that's basically how that would work. Just put it back here. Pinchy, pinchy, pinchy. Or clinchy, 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 whatever. Oh, but before we go too further, let's have another Tales of the Beast Hunters. So you got these huge instructions here. Changing from robot mode to vehicle. We're not interested in that. We're interested in the story itself. And you can go ahead and pause it here. I know I've done these out of order, but hey, I'm sorry. For a size comparison, here he is with Smokescreen. And Smokescreen's a little bit bigger than he is. He's kind of puny, but that happened with the Bulkhead review, which we'll be getting to a little bit later on. So yeah, these missiles are detachable. We'll just go ahead and attach those. And it's got this 2-tab and 2-slot thing. I guess to get them in better position. I don't know. So yeah, that's there. Whoop. And apparently you can make them fly pretty well too. Anyway. So yeah, onto the transformation. First thing I want to do is kind of unpeg these wings a little bit. And everything here pegs together very well. The arms kind of peg into the bottom of the jet. The legs peg into the side of the arms via these tabs right here. First things first, you want to flip this down. And that becomes the leg piece. I wonder if I can get a decent... You know what? I can get a decent girl walk out of this guy. Hang on, let's see. He does swivel here. Maybe not. I tried. Should have done that before. But yeah, just bring this down. That pegs in. These little pieces, you can move them out. I don't know how well that works for like the transformation. But the feet just kind of unpeg from the tail fins. You can raise up his knee spikes here. It kind of has a stopping point right here, so I guess that's where they're supposed to go. But you want to flip this around because it's going to eventually go back up. It's a really simple transformation. And you bring this down into the body, and it tabs into 2 slots back here. What am I doing wrong here? Oh, this actually comes back up to bring those wings up a little bit higher. Kind of just sandwiches in, and then you can put the tabs in. Okay. Last but not least, you want to take this part and kind of angle it out and bring it down. And there you have his head reveal. Bring the shoulders down, and you can bring these up for his pauldrons. And then, oops, that foot collapsed all the way back in. And there you have Starscream in his robot mode. So yeah, really simple transformation. He does have this big fin on the back here that I can't really do anything with. I mean, you can fold it down, you can fold it maybe that far back, but otherwise I think it's supposed to stay up like that, which is kind of stupid. So yeah. Anyway, these tab in to the forearms, and they look good. I like the missiles that go on the forearms. They are a little bit more accurate to the screen. There we go. And there you have Starscream in his robot mode. For quick comparison, let's go ahead and bring over the first edition Starscream. And he looks very different from the first edition Starscream. The first edition Starscream is very accurate to the screen model. He's kind of tall and spindly. So this is definitely superior to that. So yeah, it's not bad. There's a lot of purple here. There's that Beast Hunter's spiky design. These wings can actually come up a little bit further too. And that looks a little bit better. As far as his weapon, it does, just like it pegged into the bottom of the aircraft, it will peg into the arm, like so. You probably want to go back with it. So yeah, you got that. So it's not as big, but if you try to make him hold it in his hand, I mean, you gotta straighten his arm out all the way, and then it only can rise here, and he can, there you go. It almost looks like it's replaced his arm, but I like to peg it in onto the back here. But with that, you can also peg the missiles into the top of this, so if you need a place to store those. There you go. I'm actually curious about something here. Let me see if, oops. Just hang out there for a second, Starscream. I thought it would. I thought it would be able to peg into his arm, but that's a straight tab, no holes in it. So without the holes, it actually could have probably pegged in there. You would have had some decent missiles for Starscream. Not that there's anything wrong with the first edition ones. Come on, get on there. There we go. And, you know, you could also peg this into the back of the missile. So there you go. Just going to take this huge thing off for a second, get it to the side there. As far as the articulation, you've got a really nice knee joint to go all the way back. The feet will tilt together, so you do have an ankle pivot. You got to turn right there at the bottom of the thigh. You got these ball joints on the hip here, no waist articulation. He does have a nice ball jointed head. And speaking of his head, let's go ahead and get a closer look at that, because they actually painted this red. He's got it's a pinhead, but it's got a lot of paint detail on there. And it is ball jointed. It can go all the way around, so I like that. Ball jointed shoulders. They don't get in, the wings don't get in the way. Got a 90 degree at the arm, and the hands do twist. So yeah, you can get some nice missile firing poses. You know, I am Starscream. So yeah, not too bad. I like this guy. I mean, he's a good figure. Is he really Starscream though? Not really. Just kind of weird, that Beast Hunter's design, but that's what we got. So it is a decent figure. I might rename him something else to go in my collection, but there you have it, guys. Not too bad there. This is the Transformers Prime Beast Hunters Deluxe Class Starscream. And until next time, check us out at www.scnslive.com. I'm Jason the X, and until next time, keep on nerding.